Hey everybody, it's Moto Weasel here. Well, it's about 35 degrees here in Indiana. We're supposed to get a day up tomorrow in the 50s, and then it's supposed to drop down cold. I'm not one to winterize my bike because, especially since how last year was. Last year, boy, we were riding well into the new year. It was a pretty mild winter, but I got to go into the hospital for a little bit, get some work done on me, so I can't lift or do anything for a while, and I figure I might as well put Gertie away for the season. I'm going to take her for one last spin around the old neighborhood, and then I guess start the winterizing process. So stay tuned. Let's take her for a spin. Up a little bit. Smart guy would have brought his gloves. But ask my father-in-law. I've never been accused of being smart. Back home. Leaf blowers, more than just for blowing leaves. Motorcycle hair dryer. Yeah, I hope you guys can hear me. But I washed her down, as you saw. That leaf blower works great to blow the residual water off this thing. I'm going to, I don't know how much you folks do, if you even winterize your bikes or not. This is really, honestly, this is kind of my first time. I never ever winterized one before. Kind of polishing up the chrome. I'm going to put the chrome polish on. I'm going to put some saddle soap on the seat. Make sure I get all the little water spots off of it. Now, I'm not going to change the oil. I know Indian says to do that, and then change it again before you start it up for the season. I'm not an engineer by any means. Heating and cooling, I can tell you about. But engineering, what has to do with oil and viscosity and sitting and, I guess bringing on moisture, I don't know about. My father-in-law now, he knows. He knows, and I probably should call him and ask him. But I'm going to wait and change the oil before I start it up next season. And then, do all my stuff. I'm going to do my tire pressures. I'm going to put her up on the lift, get the tires up off the ground. I'm going to connect the battery to the, I think I'm going to disconnect the battery and connect it to the trickle charger. I actually have a plug on this thing that I can open it up and I can just plug it in. But last year when I tried putting it on the trickle charger, the trickle charger said it had a failure. But I put the trickle charger on my tractor and it worked. So I have to check that one out and see what goes on. But yeah, I'm going to finish polishing this thing, and next thing you'll see is when I get this thing up on the lift. I just realized I look like a big goddamn blueberry. Oh well. Had somebody asked me once, what I use to polish my bike. A buddy of mine uses Bug Slide. You've got all that fancy stuff, but you know what? I've had the best luck out of all my motorcycles and cars with just plain old turtle wax. I don't know if there's anything bad in it, but I tell you what, I can't complain with the finish it leaves, and I've used it on Gertie since I got her. Used it on every single one of our vehicles, so turtle wax, wet and dry. Hey, I could use a bunch of turtle wax. If you're watching, send me some. And put a little bit of mink oil on it. Don't make fun of me. I know it says Yamaha, but I had that in my closet. We got it when we bought the other Yamaha new. And, it works on Indians too. And I bet you it works on Harleys. But yeah, putting a little bit of mink oil on these seats anyways. Keep that leather soft and supple. So get yourself some mink oil. Keep them seats in good shape. I'm not a rich man by any means. I know there's a lot of people out there say, why do you take so much time polishing that bike? Don't you ride that bike? Well, yeah, I do ride this bike. Like I said, I am not a rich man by any means, and these bikes are not cheap. They are an investment, and it's definitely a labor of love taking care of them. It's up to you, but I believe in polishing it. I believe in taking care of the paint, the finish, the chrome, making her look as good as I can. Oh, hey, don't tell Weasel that. I guess I'm using one of her good kitchen towels. Hey, if it's good enough for the dishes, it's good enough for my bike, right? Well, she's up on the lift. I use two. I use my one that you basically jack up, and I use the other one to kind of stabilize it, because you never know what kind of monkeys are going to come in this garage. This place is a regular zoo sometimes. But anyways, took side covers off, getting ready to pull the seat off, and clean the battery terminals. And I might just leave the seat off and just connect the trickle charger there instead of putting it to the trickle charger plug I got. So stay tuned. Well, to remove the seat, I'm going to use an extension with the little Allen on it here. And I don't know if you guys can see that little devil, but he's kind of hidden right chair. See him? I already kind of loosened him up once already. It's right there. You got one on both sides, and then you got the nut in the rear. Well, there you go, folks. Gertie's all strapped down. Tires are up off the ground. I went ahead and aired them up. I had to pull the seat, which you normally don't have to. But what happened is the folks who worked on it last basically hid that pigtail down behind the shock, and I had to pull that whole thing apart to get to it. But she's all set and ready to go for, I guess, the end of the season, until I get healthy enough that I can ride again. But that's how I winterize this bike. And in the famous words of good night, parting is such sweet sorrow, shall I say good night till it be morrow? Well, not much of a thespian or a William Shakespeare guy, but I'm sure that's pretty close. it's as close as I can get it. Theater with Moto Weasel. But anyways, everybody, keep your feet on the pegs, your face in the wind. Have a happy holidays. Take care. Be safe. And I will see you on the road soon.